So welcome to our first Wellness Whenever stretch break. So these are meant to encourage you to take a healthy break. And I would encourage you to stand if you are able, but they can also definitely be done while you're sitting. So whichever works for you. And as we go along, if you feel, I have to use my glasses for my notes, but if you feel it's causing more pain or doesn't feel good, then either back out of the stretch a little bit or you can do a different stretch. So pay attention to your body because this is for you. So today we're going to go through some mainly upper body stretches. I've been hearing a lot of people having issues with hands, wrists, maybe shoulders. So we'll just jump in. The first one is called a spider doing push-ups in the mirror. So hands are together, fingers are apart, kind of like that church in the steeple thing we used to do. And then you're just going to open and close. And again, just going to where you're comfortable stretching. Keep going with that. Just going to start my timer. And we're trying to just stretch the palmar fascia here and get through the carpal tunnel structures there. Kind of a warm up. And make sure too, you're not like this. So relax those shoulders. In general, we'll probably do about 30 seconds. I might do a little quicker here, but for each exercise is kind of a good recommendation. And then next, we're going to just kind of shake it out. So you've gone to the bathroom and you don't want to use a paper towel or the air dry machine, and you're just shaking your hands out. And this warms up the tissues, in the hands and wrists as well, gets the circulation flowing. And it's good to, in general, be warm. If your hands are really cold and you're really cold while you're working at your computer, it's going to tense things up. So if you can get your house environment at a good temperature for you, it's definitely recommended. It'll help with the blood flow. The next is stretch Armstrong. So we're going to just have your arm straight out. I never like to say locked, but your arm will be straight, so not locked at the elbow. And then you're just going to pull back and feeling these wrist flexors. That's what we're trying to stretch here. Again, working within your range of motion. And if you do these consistently, hopefully you'll notice, a difference, and you should notice an increase in flexibility as well as starting to feel better if you're having issues here. And let's go to the other side. Again, straight arm. And again, watch for making sure your shoulders are relaxed. And you're just pulling back to where you feel mild discomfort or, should feel pretty good, but no pain. And the other thing to keep in mind is when you're typing, working at your computer, whatever you're doing, holding a pencil, paper, hopefully we're still using those tools. But okay, sorry. We're going to switch now to the extensors. So just bring the palm down, still the straight arm, shoulders relaxed. Try to think about a relaxed typing posture, relaxed while holding your pen. I know sometimes we get stressed or feel a little bit of tension, and we might grip a little tighter or type a little harder. So think about trying to relax a little bit more. What I try to think about is, and switch, maybe because I'm a runner, but the best runners and athletes, right? You see whether it's a baseball player, basketball player, they're more relaxed, right? And that's just more efficient, more effective, causes less tension for us. Okay, another one, just gonna show you quickly. While I'm doing this one, you could do a different stretch or one we've gone over because I didn't ask you to bring a tennis ball, but I just wanted to show you this just quickly, because it's a nice myofascial release for your wrist. You get a tennis ball or a lacrosse ball you could use, or racket ball. Golf ball might be a little hard, but finding some kind of ball. And then what I do is find a tense part, and you can either put a little extra pressure or do little circles, and just 30 to 60 seconds. And that'll relieve the myofascia, get some tension out, get the knots out, so the muscle and the surrounding tissue, the fascia. So back on some stretches. So the next one, again, relax your shoulders. And Won't cut my head off. And this is called Rev the Motorcycle. So bending forward and bringing up as much in a fist, making sure your hands are in a fist. And again, going within your comfort zone. These you could do 10 times, or again, just 30 seconds is kind of a nice rule. So revving the motorcycle, we can pretend. And I am, just to reminder, I'm recording this and I will post them to, okay, switch this one. Now just turn to where your thumbs are up. Same thing, you still have a fist. Relax the shoulders. And this time, this is just called radial and ulnar deviation because the radius is on top, the radius bone, and then the ulna here. So it's just another way to work your wrist the way it works in, but a nice stretch. And again, 10 times or 30 seconds. Okay, that's right. Next, we're gonna switch to the prayer stretch. So hands together. And again, relaxing the shoulders. And this one, I find I get most of the stretch here in the forearms by pointing down, but I do get a little bit here. So you can kind of play around with that while I let my almost 16-year-old dog out the door. Here we go. He's turned into a cat. He needs to go in and out like 20 times in the morning. And it's a good thing I'm home because he really is almost 16. All right, so those are pretty good hand and wrist stretches. And then another one, it's important to think about stretching the chest muscles because, we get in this rounded position, typing, working on the table or working on your desk or grading papers, whatever it is, right? We're constantly, so we want to try to open up. And this one, you're just going to clasp your hands behind you, but pull down and then up. So again, clasping the hands, reaching down and pulling up, and try to also, sometimes, the head goes forward. Think about keeping that ear over your shoulder, over the hip. So we have good posture from, the waist on up. And then kind of relax into that. This should feel good, kind of feel a nice stretch through there, shoulders and chest. Happy Wednesday, week 8, by the way. Can't believe it's Thanksgiving next week. We're gonna go a couple more seconds here. All right. Relax. And one other one I was just gonna do for today is a neck stretch, because our necks kind of can go in that forward position that I just talked about. And this one's gonna hit the scalenes. They're muscles kind of on the lateral sides of your neck, and they can get real tight. So be careful on this one too. But what you're gonna do is, so right hand will go to left collarbone, across your chest, and just find your collarbone. And then you're going to turn the opposite way, and then bring your ear up towards the ceiling. Just kind of go slow. And again, trying to relax the shoulders. And if anybody has a question on these or any of the ones we've done, hopefully that looks okay. I can't tell, but I'm definitely feeling a stretch. Just try to relax your breathing. I should, say that. What I try to do also is think about the body part I'm stretching and breathe into that body part. I think that's helpful. And try to take some deep breaths. Okay, then come out slow. And then again, finding the collarbone on the other side. Look to the opposite direction over your shoulder, relaxing the shoulders, and then bringing that ear up to the ceiling. Taking some deep breaths here. And then come back. So again, just a reminder, I'm going to post these, and I think in the description I'll list the stretches we did, so they'll be written out, and they'll be posted to the Employee Wellness website at Well, I can send you the link, but the employee wellness website, it's lanecc.edu/wellness. And then the link is ergonomics and healthy breaks. And they'll be posted there each week if you want to see those again. But any questions?
On that last one, where should we be feeling the stretch? Is it in the neck itself or?
Through, I feel when I'm doing, you'll feel it on the opposite side to where you turn and kind of through here. I feel a little bit down here because that muscle does insert on the first rib. Is that where you?
Okay, yeah.
Okay. Thank you. Good question. Thanks so much for coming. And I hope this was helpful. And I was going to say, if you have ideas or stretches, body parts, ergonomic issues you'd like me to address in 2 weeks, feel free to email me those ideas.